On the evening of the 18th of May, I arrived back at the marina in Stonetown from my trip to South Africa, and on the 19th of May we started the boat projects. The first thing we started with was the easy start for the air conditioner, which will make the generator start up the air conditioner much more easier going forward. The next project was to fit the Wi-Fi NMEA 2000 converter, which fits into the Ray Marine system, and this shares all the boat information on the Wi-Fi, so you can use it on multiple instruments. I also fitted a screen to the Victron Servo, and this allows us to see the generator input, the output via the batteries. The next project to tackle was fixing the Milwaukee tool that we use as a second electric winch. The brushes were destroyed, so we had to fit new brushes, which I had imported to fit to the drill. The next 2 days was taken up by fitting a new Lumar 45 electric winch to the boat. I took off the manual Harken and replaced it with the Lumar, which is fully electric. This obviously makes short-handed sailing much easier, and it's going to help us a lot in our further journeys. Wiring, I have to pull through. Your wind shot is over there. And this is the place, got to take all this over there. Paper template to fit. It's going to fit. There's our cut. And this goes perfect. Perfect. So the hole is drilled, the wire mounted, the holes are drilled there, going into where the motor controls are. The rope in there now, dangling down the bottom. Okay, leave it low, let it down. Okay, it's going to go in. Now, I've got to lift this up, put it through there. It's going to fit in there. It's a finished winch. Place. There's the Harken. Yeah. Here's the winch motor. On the 25th we finished most of our large projects, so we decided to go to Dar es Salaam for the 26th and 27th of May, and this was a nice 38 nautical mile one-way sail, and the same in return. When we arrived in Dar es Salaam, we anchored at the slipway, which is a very nice anchorage. It is well protected from the wind, the southerly winds, and also they provide a free dinghy service which allows you to go to shore and go shopping, etc., and leaving your dinghy safely on the boat.
In your hand? Okay. Away. A little trolley here, hey? Just makes it easy.
The slipway is also a hotel with a number of restaurants and small convenience stores around where you can do some shopping, and it's also a convenient place to take Jackals for his daily walks. On the morning of the 27th of May, after breakfast we went ashore and we caught an Uber, which works very well in Dar es Salaam. We went to the large mall where there's a big supermarket, and we could do all the provision shopping that we needed for the boat to be able to go back to Stone Town, Zanzibar.
It's a lot, Louis. Hey?
On the 27th at about 3:30 we decided it was time to raise the anchor and head back to Stone Town. We had done what we needed to do in Dar es Salaam, so we knew it was going to be an evening sail. It's going to take us about 6 or 7 hours. So we raised the anchor and off we went at about 3:30, arriving at Stone Town at about 11 o'clock at night. we were still booked into the marina, we went into the Azam marina and tied up the boat for the night so we could carry on with boat projects the next morning. We replaced all the rusty bolts on the engines with stainless steel bolts that don't corrode. The next thing we tackled was defrosting the fridge and freezer, which were completely iced up, and we used the pressure washer to pressure wash all the ice off the freezer elements, and then we could get the fridge and freezer running again more efficiently.
Solid ice. Wow. Half the freezer's full of ice.
One of the final boat projects we needed to complete before leaving the marina was all of the canvas work. This required us to take off the mainsail and get the stack pack off out of its place one evening, and the next morning we tackled stitching a whole new top section onto the stack pack because the previous piece of canvas had been torn, and replacing the 7-meter zip that runs along the whole top of the stack pack. We had brought a new zip back from South Africa together with some umbrella so we could repair the whole stack pack. This was a full day job, and that evening at sunset we could put the stack pack back and get the mainsail back in its place. As our boat projects were now sorted, we decided to get our taxi back into town, to Stone Town, to go and do some more walking around Stone Town and see what was to offer inside the town and have a look at all the tourist areas and see what was available there. Look at this building. This door's amazing, huh? 1907, there it is there, 7th of August. Old doors, old walls. This is like hundreds of years old. Jumbo, Jumbo, how are you? Small little shops. Very nice and green, huh? Just big trees.
Old trees. So many people walked here. Also cool. It's not hot.
We spent a full day walking around Stone Town, and this ended up with us having a wonderful late afternoon lunch at the Cape Town Fish Market restaurant, which is built out over the sea in Stone Town, and it's always great food and a wonderful place to sit and watch the sun going down. When we left the marina, we decided to go to the Sandbank, to go and anchor off the Sandbank and go and spend some time doing some snorkeling and diving at the Sandbank, and obviously being able to fly the drone around there to get some good aerial photographs of the area. always nice to see how deeply your anchor is buried. It was great to be able to kit up in the scuba gear and jump off the back of the boat and dive on the reef under the boat. In the late afternoon at the Sandbank, you can see how high the tide gets, and in fact almost the entire Sandbank is underwater at high tide. Once we were finished at the Sandbank, we actually spent 2 days there. We went back to the anchorage in Stonetown, where we spent another day, and then in the next video we'll be heading back to Nungwe in the north of Zanzibar. If you liked this video, please click the like button, and if you want to see more of these episodes, please click the subscribe button.